I think many of you have already seen that.
And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to our third round of the 5 Cup number 10 group stage. We are here to determine who will make it through in first place, who will make it through into the next round, into the playoffs. As spawning in the top left hand corner, so far neither of these players has dropped a series. It's been crazy, but spawning in the top left hand corner, we have the blue Zerg player, himself, representing CIS Tournament Gaming. It is Bassett. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have his opponents. We do have his opponent. We do have the red Protoss player. We just saw him earlier. He was able to get away with all the great happy. It is strange. Here we go, and again, welcome one and all, as we have made it back here to the third round. Let's go. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamma time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series, on who you think will advance on into those playoffs, as neither one has dropped the map. Now, Bassett is a player that I'm very unfamiliar with. Bassett, I'm a little bit shocked, but he took down some big names. He took down Nickish 2-0, and he took down, was it Wayne 2-0 as well? No, sorry, GG Machine. That's it. GG Machine was able to bring him down alongside Nickish. So really impressive ZVZ so far out of Bassett, and we'll see if he can keep that up. We'll see if he can keep this going. I looked him up, and apparently Bassett is the esports storyteller, not to be confused with the RTS storyteller. So yeah, I was caught a little bit off guard, but I'm curious to see how they do perform. As I believe he's streaming his POV as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's streaming his POV. Oh. But regardless, we are going to be stepping in. And again, we'll see how he does perform against Strange. Like again, I just don't know what to expect. Like, I've never casted Bassett before. I've never seen him play before either. I don't know what to expect. Don't really know what to expect here. What I can say though is that I expect Strange to be hyper aggressive. Like, he was pretty greedy and pretty I would say, yeah, greedy against Milky Cow earlier. It wasn't just that final game where he was able to go for a faster third base, but even on Maganatha, for example, he was like turtling up and going into Sky Toss. Even in game 1 on Incorporeal, he was being a little bit more economic focused as well, going for Stargate openers non-stop. So Strange had a really different approach, at least in PvT. Against PvZ, we know how much he's in love with Glaive Adepts. Like, he's had his way with Wayne many a times with those glaives, and he's going to do the same here against Bassett as well. Looking to do the same. But yeah, I was just a little bit confused because I saw he's the esports storyteller, but the RTS storyteller, I believe, is a different person. Maybe? Are they the same? I don't know. I'm not entirely certain. Here we go. Here's going to be that lair. So we have the lair follow-up here out of Bassett. That's a very fast lair, by the way. So 4-minute lair timing gases are being taken. Now with a lair this early on, I'm leaning towards something like Nidus play. I say leaning towards it because we do have plus on melee on the way here alongside this. So we'll see if this is for a fast Hygiene instead. It could be. Or even into Mutas. Oracle does hit the third. Ordron's going to be going down, getting 2 workers already. Behind this, going into early Glaives, or sorry, into an earlier Twilight Council. Third base is not even done. And there it is, Glaives. So I got ahead of myself saying Glaives. I just assumed just because it's Strange, and yep, there it is. So he's going up to 5, as soon to be 6 gate Glaive Adepts. Sorry, it is 6 gateways. Ay. So 6 gate Glaives as a follow-up. Meanwhile, Bassett looks like he's going for an all-in. Now, when we saw the fast lair, I had assumed it was going to be for Nidus or for Hydras. We have the answer. only 2 gases, he's going for Drop Lords. Overlord speed is on the way, so he's going for a Ling, a Queen, Drop Lord all in. It's all or nothing from Bassett. He's going to commit, he's going to double down. The devs say confirm no drones. He does confirm 0 workers with shield batteries. There we go, shield batteries are on the way. Strange, he races back home. Adepts will do well against these Lings. I will say that at least. Is this a hard counter? Like, it's a Ling, Queen, Drop Lord all in, but these Lings, they're gonna melt against the Adepts. There's just so many Adepts. I'll be honest, I don't know. Okay, Banelings. Okay, Banelings, they will help. True. Bassett going for the counterattack. Do we go for the base trade? The answer is yes. Strange, he does not turn around. He commits. Oh, my apologies. I will also clear up the non-Milgia is Bassett. My apologies. Just a little bit distracted by the all-in. Void Ray goes down. Banelings, they bust into the natural. Adepts, they're wreaking havoc as well. Drones are falling. Everything's gonna be flashing red. Ooh, no Oracle. No second Oracle, I should say. That's targeting on the Banelings. Adepts, they do barely warp in time. Meanwhile, drones are going down. Again, Bassett down to 3, down to 2, down to 1, down to 0. 0 drones left for Bassett. 0 workers, 0 economy. Meanwhile, Strange, all he has to do is hold on to the main. Just hold on to the main base. That's all he needs to do. As Bassett trying to jump into said main. Kills the 3rd. And there we go. 1 base remaining. Meanwhile, Adepts, they kill the main hatchery. Aye. Okay, jumping in. Here comes the recall. Yeah, it does recall the Adepts. And Strange, he has enough. He has more than enough here. Lings, they try to surround. But Lings, they just melt against the glaives. And here we go, we have another warp in. And the Queens, they're surrounded. The Queens are surrounded. We get the slow low warp in. Oh my god, losing a Queen as well. GG gets called. The all-in does fail. The all-in gets shut down. And Strange, he will take game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Strange, he does take a lead in the series. Again, a very intense all-in there out of Bassett, but Strange, he was able to, I mean, he was going for his own aggression. It was a bit of a later scout from Strange, but as I mentioned at the time, it was almost a hard counter. Going into Glaives, like a Ling-based all-in up against Glaive Adepts, that was a brutal sight to behold. I do think that the base trade was the best chance for Bassett. I think that was the best chance for our Zerg player. But, I mean, even despite that, it still was not quite enough. Didn't quite have the DPS, the firepower to kill all the buildings in time. And, of course, Strange did hold on to that recall. GG. GG, well played with that. Strange. Let's take a lead in the series, and we'll see if Bassett can recover and force the ace match. Now, I mentioned before that I've never seen him play before, Bassett, I mean. I don't know how he beat GG Machine and Nikic, but based on what we're seeing here, I'm assuming all-ins. I'm assuming he caught them both off guard with their pants down, and this is going to be a shorter series as a result. It's going to be a shorter one. Let's go. Oh, there we go. So I was curious, and yes, he's the RTS storyteller. Ah, there you go. One of the same. Ducks, we crank. No parents, no spank. What are you saying, Flipper Flapjack? But yes, Bassett, he is the RTS storyteller, and he's honestly been playing really well. For those who don't know, he does make a lot of content on YouTube. Makes a lot of content on YouTube, and does do a lot of typically a lot of like small videos, small pieces, covering like certain historic players and certain moments in time. He typically often has his own spin on things and his own narrative or his own perspective that he tries to push. We have actually gone over and I guess reviewed or reacted. So reviewed is maybe the best term. Reviewed his work in the past during the podcast. But here we go. Spawning in the bottom hand corner of Tuckermac, we have the red Zerg player. We have the red Zerg player himself down in the series. We'll see if you can bounce back. We'll see if you make a series out of this. For System Gaming, it is Bassett. aka the esports storyteller. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the blue Protoss player, leading the series 1-0. And looking to make it here into the playoffs, it is Strange. Here we go. But yeah, I had no idea that he played the game. There you go. Does play the game. Yes, I do appreciate what he does. Do appreciate it. For now, though, we're going to be settling in. And once again, we're going to be looking for that fast lair timing. Last game was a 4-minute lair out of a Bassett. I think I'll just call him Bassett. Did go for the 4-minute lair timing into the Drop Lord All In. Now, from the side of Strange, we do expect to see Glaives. Again, like Strange, he's very fond of Glaive Adepts in this matchup. He has been the best players in the region with Glaive Adepts as well. So we expect that to continue. Whether it's a Twilight Council opener or a Stargate opener, I think all roads lead to Glaives. No need to switch things up here. But good morning, Flavor Flapjack. Good morning. Good to see you. But we are waking up. Meanwhile, once again, Stargate opener. So the opener is standard. Stargate opener out of Strange. But it's not about the opener, it's about the follow-up. Because last game, we also saw Stargate opener and it still led into Glaives. Into 6K Glaives. Meanwhile, ooh, Basa, he gets supply blocked. Yeah, brutal supply block here for our Zerg player. It's going to be supply block, Void Ray opener out of Strange. The Void Ray is designed to hunt down Overlords. I mean, already was able to pull that off, but now looking to hunt down even more Overlords. So Void Ray's on the way. Fast Eva Chamber out of Bassett. This should be 4+1 melee. Should be for melee. Is being active. We are reaching that 4-minute mark. That is, melee is on the way. Do we go for another lair? We still don't have the gas, not yet. But he's still mining. There we go. Second gas is on the way. Show us what you got. We're almost there. Huh. Huh. Baneling. Oh, that's an early Baneling nest. Okay, we're going for a Bane Bust. And as this early on wouldn't make much sense. Meanwhile, there's that Twilight Council before the third. This looks like the same build. This does scream 6K Glaive Adepts out of Strange. Not getting to 6K, not getting to 6 yet. I believe just 4. Ah, there we go. There's that 6K setup. And there are the Glaives. The Glaives are on the way. Now, Strange is doubling down and going to Glaive Adepts. Bassett's going into Banelings like this. It can be a hard counter, or it can defend. It can deal with this. As Adepts have forced a recall. Recall's now on cooldown. Bear that in mind. Now on cooldown. Behind this, lair is on the way. Getting into the Roach Warren. And it looks like this was just a defensive Baneliness, because we're droning. Like, Bassett is just droning, he's saturating, he's building up his economy. Adepts have been building up likewise as well. And I still worry about this push. We have 3 defensive Banelings. 3 Banelings are on the way. That'll help. But there's a lot of faith in those 3 little boys back. There we go. More Banelings now morphing in. Getting it to 7 Banelings. And they will connect. We get some okay they're okay connections. They're not ideal. A nice spread. There we go. More depth's going to be going down. There's 1 Baneling remaining. Oof. But Strange, he's not done. He shades into the middle lines. More depths. They do walk across the map as well. Now there is 0 Banelings. Yeah, they weren't good enough. The connections were not good enough. Basset was not ready for this. Adepts, they're just wreaking havoc. They're overwhelming. More drones going to be falling. This is shades. Oh, back and forth. The spore. It does take down the spore. There's no DTs behind this. We're now shading in. GG gets called. There's just nothing left to defend. Attempting to go into roaches, but GG Strange. He will claim the series 2-0, advancing on to the playoffs. GG. Very dominant showing there by Strange. Again, I was curious to see how Basset would compare, just because Basset did make it this far and did 2-0 his previous opponents, but that was in ZVZ, and here in ZVP, unfortunately, Strange is just a very aggressive player and just didn't really allow Basset into his own gameplay. Game 1, Basset attempted his own Ling Queen Job Lord all in, his own like variation of German Taxi. Here in game number 2, he was trying to play safe, but not enough Banelings. The connections were not good enough either, and GG well played. In the end, the investment into the Baneling Nest wasn't quite worth it, and he was joining up a little bit too hard as well. With that, he was overwhelmed, and with that, Strange will claim the series, and now we can get ready for the next round. Now, this was a faster series, I will say that. Round 3 is still progressing. Shameless versus Nick Rat, I believe, is still mid-series. Yep, they're still mid-series. I believe they're in game 2. Likewise, we do have... Likewise, we do have Wayne versus Tiger has wrapped up in favor of Wayne. We still have so many more matches, though. We have GG Machine versus Milky Cow. We have Art versus Vaxodor. We have UD Soldier versus Isop. Nikic versus Mini Zerg. And Cygnus versus Replicant. So basically, this is the round where we do allow 2 players to make it through into the playoffs, and 2 players are eliminated from the tournament. Oh boy. Working our way through. Otherwise, we are going to be going on a short break. Otherwise, we have some downtime. I think there is some updates here on the bracket, though, like on the Wikipedia page. Only some. Never mind. It's still being updated. But regardless, GG, well played. So with that, we are going to be going on a short break here. And again, congratulations to Strange for claiming the series. Basset, he's still in the tournament. He will have another chance, another opportunity to redeem himself and to make it through into the playoffs. We'll have to work through some more matches, though. And again, this is round 3 out of 5. There's 5 rounds in total, so we have at least 2 more matches ahead of us. We might be able to jump in mid-series into another match. We'll see. For now, going on a short break. We'll be back soon.